Hello, welcome. Today, our discussion will be on some nationalists in Nigeria. We are going to look at them one after the other. Although you know that nationalism in Nigeria is all about patriotism, it's all about oneness, okay? So nationalism is the consciousness and feeling of oneness among a group of people to agitate for freedom or independence, okay? So when a group of people come together to agitate for independence, to agitate for freedom, okay, probably from a superior power in the case of Nigeria, from Britain, freedom from British colonial rule, okay, so we say that is nationalism, okay? So the loyalty and devotion to a nation or the struggle against colonial rule is what we know as nationalism. Of course, you know that there were some factors that led to the growth of nationalism in Nigeria, the struggle for independence, the influence of Christianity, discrimination by the Europeans to Nigerians, okay? And then activities of educated nationalists like NNAMDI, AZIKIWE, and so led to nationalism in Nigeria. So we are looking at some Nigerian nationalists, okay? We have Herbert Macaulay, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief OBAFEMI AWOLOWO, Chief Anthony Enahoro, Ahmadu Bello, Tafawa Balewa, FUNMILAYO RANSOME KUTI, Margaret Ekpo, Queen Amina of Zaria, among others. We're going to take a look on these persons one after the other, okay? So that we'll have the in-depth activities and their contributions to the growth of Nigeria. Now, we know that these nationalists have really contributed to the development of Nigeria. They have encouraged unity in the country. They've promoted education and development of Nigeria, and they've been able to help to check the excesses of the colonial government then, even their exploitation. First, we are starting with Alhaji Ahmadu Bello. He was born in 1910 and he died in 1966. He was the first and only premier of the northern part of Nigeria from 1963 to 1966, and the university was named after him, which was Ahmadu Bello University. Now let's talk about Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. He was born in 1904 and he died in 1996. Fondly called Zik, he is known as the father of Nigerian nationalism. A university was named after him, the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. The next is FUNMILAYO RANSOME KUTI. Okay, she was born in 1900, so she died in 1978. She was a politician, a teacher, the first woman to drive a car in Nigeria, and the mother to the great musician Fela Anikulapo Kuti. She fought for the rights of women in Nigeria. She served the country in various capacities and even in the traditional Yoruba communities. Okay, then the next person we want to talk about is Chief Anthony Enahoro. He was born in 1923 to 2010. He was the man that moved the motion for Nigerians' independence in 1953. At 21, he became the editor in Nnamdi Azikiwe newspaper, making him one of the youngest editors in the country. He was an academician and he fought for the good cause of the nation until his death. Next, we want to talk about the famous Chief OBAFEMI AWOLOWO. He was born in 1909 and he died in 1986. He was the premier of the then western region of Nigeria. Chief OBAFEMI AWOLOWO was notably an outstanding first premier of the western region, as I said earlier. He was the vice president of the Federal Executive Council during the Civil War, and he was the Minister of Local Government and Finance. He was the first premier of the Western region from 1952 to 1959. He also led the Action Group and he introduced free primary education in Nigeria, and he built a stadium in Ibadan. The image before you is that of Chief Awolowo, fondly called Awo. Now we want to talk about General Murtala Muhammad, okay, born in 1938 and he died in 1976. His face adorns the 20 naira note and is named after the Murtala Muhammad International Airport. The next nationalist we want to talk about is Herbert Macaulay, born in 1864 and he died in 1946. As a boy, Herbert excelled in the first grammar school set up by his father. So as he left, he took a job in the Department of Public Works in Lagos. He left the country to England where he studied civil engineering. In addition to civil engineering, he learned architecture and music. He's one of Nigeria's foremost civil engineers. He fought to protect the citizens and he was one of the nationalists in the country. He fought against most of the colonial political parties. Years after his death, he was chosen to be featured on the 1 naira note and he can be found on the 1 naira. Next is MALLAM AMINU KANO, born in 1920 and he died in 1983. He was one of those nationalists that fought for the development of Nigeria and the struggle against colonial rule.
And you elect the action group, you are electing the stooges and the agents of the remnants of British imperialism.
For almost 4 decades, he has challenged the colonial administration. He has helped in the emancipation of the lower class. He fought this war through, even as a leader, through People's Redemption Party, PRP. MALLAM AMINU KANO has given a great contribution in this country. He has stood for the common man. That's the rights of the common man. And his followers have believed on it and they've stood with him. MALLAM AMINU KANO was a common man. He defended and protected the interests of the commoners or the Talakawas. He was named after the Aminu Kano International Airport. Okay, he was an advocate for women's rights, believing them to be equal. He was incorruptible. Thanks for watching this video. Of course, we had other persons like Margaret Ekpo who fought for the Aba women. That's popularly known as the Aba Women Riot. Thanks for watching this video. Please remember to upload your assignment. Be good.